Hey, what's happening, beautiful people? You always see me doing this. Yes, looking okay. Look like they've come out the gorilla enclosure. You know what I mean? Look, yeah. How you doing? How you beautiful people doing? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, better come out my north out my mouth. It's been a good week so far. As I said, I figure there's a lot of people. I love been loving the hot air and the hot sun and all that type of stuff. Got some guy sports news going on. So, but yeah, it's been pretty well. I mean, they said it was supposed to be raining a little bit today down in jolly old London. But obviously, I haven't even seen it yet. You know what I mean? So apparently, they pedal down a little bit. Down other places, you know what I mean? So I was supposed to be getting a bit of thunder and lightning over the next couple of days. It's not even coming out from the food I eat, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been pretty alright, man. As I said, man, just getting in the gym and all that type of stuff. I'm hoping for better rain, you know what I mean? So I find myself obviously for all the plants and fruits and veg that I've been doing all that, the grass and stuff like that. So it's been pretty well. I mean, I've been waiting for bit of rain, so obviously so that all my plants and fruits and veg and that get a bit of rain, proper rainwater. You know what I mean? So it's always good to have that. And I had someone tell me today about having like one of those little water barrels outside. Do you know what I mean? So when it rains, it will fill up. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to hot weather like this, you can actually proper use rainwater to water the plants, because having rain sounds like bloody Wayne Rooney, right? But yeah, having rain water to go there, because all the stuff that's in the rainwater actually helps out the plants and stuff like that, help with the growth and that. H12, when it's hot, you stay hydrated. So yeah, so just telling me that today. So I thought, all right, cool. You know what? I might probably invest in one of those. Get like probably about like a gallon, about 3-4 gallon barrel, and just let the rain drop in there. You know what I mean? So when it comes to weather like this, you just spray it on all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it'll help the plants and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Put that at least about once a day, because at the moment I'm watering it probably once or twice a day. Do you know what I mean? So it's good. So but yeah, man, it's been blimmin' kind of hot weather and all that type of stuff as well. Man, it's really quite cloudy down in London today, looking at my workplace and stuff like that as well. So seeing a lot of the blue skies out there, you know what I mean? So it's still blue skies, yes it is. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully a bit of rain. Might probably not getting a bit humid over the next few days, you know what I mean? So been good. And I think the probably title this what do you call it? I love it, lad. I love it a lot. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. It's watching like kind of movies and things like that. I'm always looking at for different ways to motivate people, to inspire people to get what they want. And I remember watching obviously the Rocky films, get a lot of quotes out of there. And there's one of the things I actually watched in Rocky 6 when Sly tells his son outside the Adrian's, the restaurant, saying it was there's nothing in this world that hits you hard in life itself. But it's not how hard you hit, but it's how hard you get hit and keep going. How hard you get hit, keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If you know what you're worth, then go get it. But you have to be willing to take the hits. You know what I mean? And no matter whatever happens, I'll be there for you no matter what. You know what I mean? You can't say where I am because of him, her, there. That's what cows do. You know what I mean? So probably a bit off bed, but you know what I mean? That's where it is. And I thought that's so true. You know what I mean? If you really truly love something, love it, lad. You know what I mean? You have to go for it. You know what I mean? And obviously that goes with anything in life. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, as I say, there's a quote that I put on Facebook, on my Instagram, and obviously if you if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, you need to think about the way of your thinking. Because if you think you can't change it, then you need to change your thinking of the way you want to do something in order to change what you have to get in your life. Do you know what I mean? So, if like for me, I love my job. Do you know what I mean? So I work in health and safety, and I love my job. Right? That gets me up in the morning to go to work. And obviously, I think a lot of us wish we just had millions and millions. Do you know what I mean? So I work to live. Right? Work so I can live my life the best I can. I've got dreams, I've got aspirations, I've got things that I want to do in my life. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I let my actions speak louder than my words. Do you know what I mean? And also I do a lot of motivational writing. I wrote a story, right? And it's about a child who used to get bullied a lot and in like primary school and stuff like that. And when he ended up going to secondary school, when the person that used to bully him ended up leaving because he was older than him, thought, oh cool, got away with everything, but still get kind of bullied, went to secondary school, then end up meeting the same boy again, bullying him, and come to a point where he end up killing himself, committed suicide. And well, trying to go with that story, it's part a lot of me in that story, like, my heart, my mind, my soul, and my love, trying to make sure no matter whatever happens in life, go and get that help, to actually love yourself enough to say, you know what, I need help, let's go get it. Do you know what I mean? And so obviously now I'm writing another story now, and obviously anyone that obviously knows me, I used to play football a lot when I was a kid and stuff like that, and I wouldn't say I had trials, but like playing football like for different teams and stuff like that, and played just a little bit like with like West Ham, not like any kind of contracts or anything like that, but just a little bit of football here and there with West Ham and stuff. But I always loved the weightlifting, the powerlifting, the strongman competition, the bodybuilding, and all this type of stuff. And that's the kind of thing I wanted to get into. Hence why I started bulking up, trying to get more into like that strongman type of physique at the time, where he had the power belly, the big belly, still kind of muscular type of thing, which I had a lot of. You know what I mean? I think I reached one point, probably reached around about 20 stones, almost 21 stones or something like that. And I was eating thousands of calories a day. You know what I mean? To maintain it, to get the gym 3 times a day. I mean, I was getting sick of eating food, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But I loved it, and even to this day, I still love it. I mean, now obviously I'm getting older and stuff like that. My training has changed. Do you know what I mean? I incorporate different other things for my body and type of stuff as well. Do end up feeling a bit kind of like the aches and pains type of thing from all the heavy lifting I've done over the years. But it ain't gonna stop me. I just have to adjust the way I train these days as well. But it's something that I love. I love it. Do you know what I mean? I've always loved it and always will love it. So it's in anything in life. If you love it, then you continue doing it. I remember I love my muscle magazines and stuff like that. And I remember there was a wrestler, Triple H, and he was doing an interview for on the Muscle magazine. One of the questions he asked goes, "You've been wrestling for over 20 years or something like that." So you almost, I think like 15, 20 years or something. So I said, "You've been wrestling for X amount of years. You must not get nervous anymore because you've been doing it for so long." He goes, "Well, the day I stopped getting nervous out of doing what I do, it's time to change, because it don't excite me anymore." When you love your job so much, you're always going to feel that kind of nerve because you want nothing but the best for it, right? That means you don't love it anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because you just do it for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? So I do always get nervous every time I go in front of the crowd or what I'm doing backstage or whatnot like that. So even like for me, do you know what I mean? I've been doing, like, as I said, for so many years, been doing even like security, my main background, been doing it for almost 20 years. And working youth clubs, which I still do now, volunteer some of my time to help like the kids out, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of those things that I love doing. I love it, right? And if you don't love something, you need to evaluate your life. You're thinking, all right, cool, what can I do to change change it? What can I do to make myself happy? To do what is more important for me? To actually, what can I find that's love? It might take a day, week, month, even year or years to find it properly. And it's never too late to do something. You probably think, I'm 60 now, I can't do something. Yes, you can. You could always do something. You know what I mean? Even if you end up, you're 75 years old, you learn something new and you pop your clogs. Hey, listen, at least you know you die happy because you've done things that you do. Because they will say the past is the past, right? Present is the present. Live in the present. Do what you do because tomorrow might be your last day. Do you know what I mean? And also, it's like people say, never look back. Yeah, I said, for me, the only time I ever look back just to see all the good that's happened in my life. Do you know what I mean? And it goes back to this story when we were going to a church years and years ago. And there was this priest down there, and obviously we're just like chatting away, like discussing about Christianity, about Sikhism and all this type of stuff. And I remember him like telling me this story about the day man was born. God told him, I said, I'm going to walk with you all your life, for good times and bad times and everything in part of your life. And he did that. You know, he finally came to the end of his life and he's sitting there with God. And he's looking back at his life and he knows that there's part of his life where there's only one pair of footprints going there. And he goes, God, you told me that during my life, good and bad, you would always walk with me and be there for me. He goes, well, son, I was there with your good times, but in your bad times, I couldn't bear seeing you like in pain and suffering. So I held you in my arms and tried to help you and guide you back to them good times. And you know, like more of that story is that, look, we all go through good times and bad times in life. But don't forget, have that faith. They're always, the true people are always going to be there. Your true friends are always going to be there. Right? It's in your bad time when you realise who the real people are. Who are the real people that love you and love it. Do you know what I mean? So keep it going, have that faith. And I had something like that, people that I've lost over the years. And people say, oh, Chris, you're such a popular person. You're this, you're that. And you know, that, which is good. Now, obviously, for me, I do like charity work and things like that as well. And go to see like disadvantaged kids or kids with illnesses, like old folks' homes or whatnot. And I've had a few kind of memes done against me, John, stupid things. And, you know, I'm human. Obviously, it would hurt. You know what I mean? So, I mean, even like for Christmas, I put like a Christmas suit on, put balls in my bed. It's like it's over like social media and all this type of stuff. And I had like people like, there was this one Asian thing on Instagram, on Facebook and stuff, saying, had my picture, the caption was, when you want to fit it with your white mates. Stupid. Alright, got nothing else better to do, but they're trying to bully other people. Do you know what I mean? And it's not nice. Do you know what I mean? People don't realise you're doing it for a reason. You think I'll just do it just like that. Yeah, it's good for fun. It cheers people up. Do you know what I mean? So there's so much stuff that's going on in the world. There's like things Beirut, there's like bombs going off down in Mauritius, so like an oil like tank or like ship kind of went into the sea and stuff like that as well in Mauritius, which is obviously sad. I hope everything gets sorted out down in Mauritius and stuff. So God bless everyone down there, and in Beirut as well, where all the bomb went off. And you know, and God bless everyone else around the world, especially with what everything's going on with the COVID and stuff. I hope everything gets well sooner. You know what I mean? Last thing we want is a second wave type of thing. Do you know what I mean? But it's in setbacks where you actually learn who loves you, that how much strong you truly are. Do you know what I mean? So never give up. You know what I mean? It is what we are. Do you know what I mean? So if you can't change yourself, right, learn to forgive. You can't really forget things. You say forget it, but do we truly forget it? Right? This thing is like, for me, I wouldn't say don't forget what's happened. Learn from it. It's not about, part of it's like kind of forgetting in the sense that, you know what, you learn from it. And you ain't gonna let that happen again. Do you know what I mean? So I've had shit where people like use my kindness for weakness. And I've literally just shut them off. I said, you know, I don't need you anymore. You take things to heart and all that type of stuff, but I think not only did I get more physically stronger, but I got more mentally stronger as well. As the years go past. And no matter what happens, look, just keep going. Always learn, adapt, right? Redesign, reclaim, rebuild, redesign, rebuild, reclaim what you have to get in your life. Then we always have to keep on adapting because this world's keeping changing every day. But remember, just love it because every day is a blessing. You know what I mean? When people say you only live once, I don't live once. None of us live once because tomorrow might be our last day. So you don't live. We live every day. Every day we wake up, we live another day. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. You have to love the life you live, the life you love, and love the life you live. Do you know what I mean? And obviously one of those like phrases along with live for nothing or die for something, which I want to get tattooed on my ribs. Do you know what I mean? So that's probably one thing that obviously goes to about loving life, because you could either live your life not do nothing and just coasting through life, or you can be sad, upset, and want this, why did this happen, or you can actually go die for the things you want in your life. Yes, your life. Do you know what I mean? So it's a matter of just keep on going. Go and grab this, go and get that brass ring. Obviously that's a bit gold, but you know what I mean. Right? Go through that glass roof. Freaking bulldoze that glass roof, bulldoze that door, and go and get everything in, you know. Because opportunities may never come. We have to create opportunities. There'll be people out there that will open doors for you, but it's up to you to walk through those doors. Go love it, love life, right? And I keep on saying it. Live the life you love and love the life you live. Do you know what I mean? So just go and get what you want in your life, and I'll guarantee you'll get it. And I always like tell people, like, look, love it. Do you know what I mean? Even like there's kids that I'll see that I used to probably like teach, or like, or my mum taught like teacher assistant that come to my workplace now, the university that I work in now. They said, "Do you remember me? Your mum used to teach me," and all that type of stuff. And I was like, part of me that kind of feels kind of like, wow, these are kids that probably about 15 odd years ago, almost 20 years ago, that my mum taught, and then they come to the university that I work at. I'm like, wow. And it's good, it makes me proud. And obviously, so I've had like a few kids that when I was working as a like teacher assistant, or as like working with like less fortunate kids and stuff like that, and they come say, "Sir, I'm here because of you," and I'm like, it made me feel proud that someone had come up to me and said, "You're the reason why I'm doing this and doing that," and it makes me proud of them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm always that type of first person to go out there, help people out, and do like, yeah, I could be stubborn person, right? I can, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. Don't force me to do something, right? With that explanation, you know what I mean? And it does take me a while to kind of open up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's, for me, I've been hurt, but you know what? It does take time for me to just open up. I said, look, just be patient. Don't try and force it out. Don't worry, try and force it. At least let people know you're there for them. Right? People will always know, oh yeah, that person's there for me. That sometimes you don't even have to say words. Just be there. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, having people that love you, that care for you, will always be there. Do you know what I mean? The true people that really care. Right? Just kick it. Love it. Do you know what I mean? So, but always believe the life that you want in your life. Right? And I'm thinking, okay, write it down, write a journal, have a diary, write it down. A lot of people say, oh, it's more like a girly thing. Oh wait, no, look, I write things down all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because as much as the mind is such a entity, such a great thing to have, because it stores so much, it does so much, controls the body, sends signals down the body to do this and that, and you know, and so train the mind to do what you want. And yeah, obviously, I can't remember everything. You write it down. You know what I mean? So I hope you remember. So, all right, cool. Page 1, all right, cool. Remember to do this, remember to do that. Do you know what I mean? If you got a shopping list, you need to get 100 items from the shop. Obviously, some things are given: milk, bread, butter, You know what I mean? Bit of salad, bit of fruit. But there's probably other things that you might need as well. You think, oh crap, I didn't get this. So write it down, write the list, write on your phone, tick it off. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to get and do what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, as I say, it's write what you're feeling. 'Cause sometimes there might not be, people might be busy kind of thing, so they might not get the chance sometimes. It doesn't mean they're not there for you. Do you know what I mean? So write it down. So when you do talk to them, I say, look, this is what I was feeling, this is what was going on, and stuff like that as well. So at least you know, all right, cool, things are getting better. So, but I hope obviously everyone actually learn obviously just to love it and love life, because every day is a blessing. Do you know what I mean? And I remember like someone saying obviously you need someone to have company to spend the rest of your life with and all this type of stuff. And yeah, I would have loved to get married, settle down, have kids, which still obviously pray it happens. But at the same time, I'm happy with my life. You know what I mean? I'm happy and blessed that I'm able to go out and live my life, type of thing, and all this type of stuff. So it's just a matter of actually continuing to live the life that I love. You know what I mean? And being happy within myself. You know what I mean? So all you do is just keep it going, and don't forget that I'm always there for you. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that we won't get a second wave, especially down in the UK, because there's bits and parts of the country that's getting locked down again, because there's like a bit of a wave going on down there. So there's a lot of schools, a lot of business coming back in September type of thing. So I'm hoping that I don't get another wave going on then as well. So just have to wait and see. So fingers crossed. Praise the Lord, pray the Lord. You know what I mean? So hope all of you have a lovely evening and week and stuff like that. Everything's lovely, salty and sweet and stuff like that. Love you loads. See you later.